Okay, welcome back. So we're about to start the second part, which is the bank reconciliation statement. And as I said already, it's similar to in the higher level suspense accounts where you reconcile the net profit to the correct net profit figure. So there's two different formats for doing this reconciliation statement, and I'll just show you the one I prefer to do, the one I think is easier. And so with this one, what I like to do is to take the balance that you had at the end of at the very last balance at the end of the bank statement and start with that, and we call that balance as per bank statement. So here we have balance bank statement, and that was 27,095. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add something, and then we're going to subtract some things, and then we're going to again either add or subtract depending on what we have to do for this error down here. So there's actually three parts as opposed to the two parts you get in the suspense accounts. So the first thing we're going to say is add. Okay, and the things we need to add are anything that was in here in the bank account in our general ledger, but is not in the credit side of the bank statement from the bank. So if we check here, 5252, that's all right. 129, that's all right. 16340, that's okay. And 9450, no 9450 there, so we're definitely going to be adding that on. So I'm going to just call it sales lodged, and ordinarily, you might, if you had two or three things in the add section, you might have another column here where you total them first and then add them onto this. But in this case, we're just going to, since there's only the one, we're going to add it straight on. So 9450. Add them together, that gives you 36,545. Okay, next it's the less, so over here, less. Okay, and this time we're looking at what's in here but not in here. So we'll go down through all of these again. So 1200, that's okay. 900, that's okay. 600, that's okay, and just make sure that 600 is the same 600. It's insurance there, it's insurance 016 here, that's fine. 1800, no sign of an 1800 there. Okay, so this has to go in. What is it? T mulvi, and we'll include this little reference number as well, 0017. That's supposed to be the number of the check that you wrote to T mulvi when you paid them this money. So here we go. I'm going to say T mulvi. And as I say, we'll include this 0017 check stub number, if you like. And the amount was 1800. Okay, and since there will be more than one of these, we're going to keep an extra column here. Okay, so the next thing is we had the 1800. The purchase is 3950, 790. Okay. 1,400 in wages, no sign of the 1,400, so that'll be our next thing. It was wages. Get the check stub number, which was 0020, and the amount was 1,400. Let's just check to see if there's any more. Oh well, that's it anyway, because you're down to the balance at the end, so you don't need to check that. So adding the two of those up, that's going to be 3,200. And we're subtracting that because we said less, isn't it? We're subtracting that. And we're subtracting it because it's an extra figure that should have been on the decreasing side here, we'll say. It was on the decreasing side here, but it should have been on the decreasing side here, but wasn't. So that's why we're putting it in less, because it decreases the amount in your bank account. So we'll subtract that there, and that'll give you 33,345. Okay, and the last thing then to take into account, and we put it in separately, is this error here. Okay, so the error is that 160 was entered in the bank statement for Julia Lyons, which is us, this bank statement, but instead it should have been in John Lyons' bank account, a different customer of the bank. So it's the bank that made a mistake putting it into your account instead of John Lyons. Now, they put it in the debit side of your account, which means for the bank statement, it reduced the amount in your bank account. So to correct that error, we have to increase your account by 160. So we put in, again, it's going to be add, because we're going to be increasing. Now, it could be less if they had put it in here. So there's always going to be an add or less and another third thing, which is either going to be add or less. We'll call it bank error. And you don't have to describe what the error was or anything like that. Just the amount, 160 in here. We're adding it on. If we add that on, 33, hopefully it should, if we've done it right, it should be the same as this balance up here. 33,505, and it is. Excuse me. And then we just call that balance as per adjusted cash book. Not adjusted cash book, adjusted bank account. Adjusted bank account. Okay, and that's it for bank reconciliation statements.